Bye bye. Boker Tov, good morning. A friend of mine and I were talking about a teacher at the Jewish Theological Seminary in New York City. And one day his class, which met around 5 or 6 in the evening, started and he walked out and he began the class the following way. He said, "How many of you just saw the miracle that happened?" And everybody looked around. These were all soon-to-be rabbis, rabbinical students. And they said, "What are you talking about?" He said, "How many of you noticed the miracle that just happened?" And every single person really didn't know what he was talking about. How many of you all recognized the miracle that just happened a few hours ago? What's the miracle that just happened a few hours ago? You woke up, that's a miracle. Good. What's another miracle? The sun rose. And that's exactly what the professor was saying that night. He said the miracle that just happened was that the sun set. And the fact that it happens every day doesn't make it any less miraculous. Every morning the sun rises, and it's a miracle. And Judaism wants us to recognize daily miracles. And that's what we're going to do with Nisim B'chol Yom, which you'll find on page 198 in your Sidurim. Because not only did the miracle happen this morning, we were able to recognize it. In addition to the miracle of you waking up and all the other miracles, if the miracle happens and we don't recognize it, then we miss out. So the very first miracle that we recognize is the ability to distinguish between day and night. Let's read together just the first page in the Hebrew. We'll do each one in Hebrew and then each one in English on 198. Very slowly together. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher nata asakvi vina lechachvin bein yon un bein laila. Praise to you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, who has given the mind the ability to distinguish day from night. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam pokeach ivrim. Praise to you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, who opens the eyes of the blind. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam matir asurim. Praise to you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, who frees the captive. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam zokef kefufim. Praise to you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, who lifts up the fallen. And one of the blessings we have this morning are Clay Kodesh. I'm going to call up Mikey, who's going to give us some introductory thoughts about the Shema.
When I recite the Shema, I think about the soul of Judaism. As I enter the temple on Thursday mornings and hear the cantor or rabbi mention it's time for the Shema, I'm excited to recite it because it makes me feel that I'm connected to God. In our very own Sidurim, beneath the Ve'ahavta, it speaks about always loving God with our hearts, our souls, and all of our might. For this short period of time, I ask God for all of my wishes and hope that He makes them come true. I know that God is watching over me at all times, especially paying attention to me when I'm at temple or in synagogue. I also believe in reciting this prayer before I go to bed for multiple reasons. Lately, I've been reciting the Shema to ask God heal my mom's back so she can be ready as soon as possible. My mom hasn't been able to bend, jump, or run for at least a year. I also pray for all the homeless people to find some way to succeed in their lives. Another reason why I recite the Shema is asking God for peace in the world to take over all the violence that is present. Finally, I ask God to keep my family safe. 3 years ago, a part of my ceiling in my room was caving in. I recited this prayer before I went to sleep. 6 hours later, my parents heard a huge noise coming from my room. They dashed in and saw a part of my ceiling had fallen down. I believe the Shema saved me from getting a minor injury or even having to go to the hospital. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
Beautiful. The Baruch Hu is on page 226, and we rise. Lai la lai lai lai, ya la lai lai lai, ya la lai lai lai, ya la lai lai lai, la la lai lai lai, la la lai lai lai. Yalalai, olam abayeh. Yalalai, lai, lai. Yalalai, lai, lai. Yalalai, lai, lai. Yalalai, lai, lai. Lalalai, lai, lai. Lalalai, lai, lai. Lalalai, lai, lai. Lalalai, lai. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Baruch atah melech haolam. Yotzeh Uborech Oshem, Oseh Shalom, Shalom, Uborech Hakol, Yotzeh Uborech Oshem, Oseh Shalom, Shalom, Uborech Hakol. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Yotzeh uborech Oshem, Oseh Shalom, Shalom, Uborech Hakol, Yotzeh Uborech Oshem, Oseh Shalom, Shalom, page 232. Page 234. Avta et Adonai Elohecha bechol levacha uvechol nafshecha uvechol meodecha v'chayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi metzavecha hayom halevavecha v'shimantan levanecha v'dibarta bam v'shivtecha v'veitecha u'leftecha b'derech u'shofecha u'vekumecha u'kshartan le'o al yadecha v'chayu letotafo bein einecha u'kaftan al mezuzot beitecha u'visharecha lema'an tizkeru ve'asite et kol mitzvotai v'hitem kedoshi leloechem ani Adonai echem asher hotzeiti etem me'eretz Mitzrayim v'hiot lachem lelohim ani Adonai Elohechem. You know, this prayer, the Shema, and then the Be'achavta, which we just sang, is quite beautiful. But if you look at the words in English, where it says, you shall love Adonai your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your might. And then it talks about reciting, take to heart these instructions, these mitzvot, which I charge you this day, and recite them all the time. It's easy to love God when things in life are going well. It becomes more difficult sometimes to love God when things are difficult. But those are precisely the times when we need to love God. It reminds us to recite the mitzvot and remind ourselves that God is part of our lives all of the time, every day. And that's what the beauty of this prayer is, to remind us that we don't walk this earth alone, that God is alongside us, not only for the highs and not only for the lows, but for everything in between. So when we recite the Shema and the words of the Ve'ahavta, to love God with your heart, with all your soul, with all your might, it doesn't just mean things are going great or things are going difficult. It means for all the little things in life, all the times that are in between. We're going to continue together with the Micha Mocha on page 240 in your prayer book. Dai, 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 dai. Dai, 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 dai. Yai, dai, yai, dai, dai, dai. Dai, 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 dai. Micha, mocha, Ailim Adonai. Micha, mocha, Medar Bakodesh. Nora, Tehilot, Oseh. Dora, Tehilo, Oseh, Yai, Dai, Yai, Dai, 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 Yai, Dai, Yai, Dai, 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 Yai, Dai, Dai. So we have some Clay Kodesh who are going to make presentations and help to lead us in the Amidah. I'm going to call Ethan to speak about the Amidah and Jonah about the Sim Shalom. Well, I just want you to know it's not my mistake. It's Aiden and Ryan, but it's not what it says here. So.
One such miracle is the creation of earth and the celebration of the seventh day of Shabbat. Those who celebrate Shabbat shall bask in God's goodness. I relate these miracles happen every day because I am grateful for every morning I wake up, being alive, having a roof over my head, and food on my table. These are miracles to me. As I relate to the Amidah, I am grateful for the four fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, who made contributions during their lifetime, and we honor them when we recite the Amidah. Just like our ancestors, my great-grandparents Joan and Bill, or as I like to call them, Daniel and Papa Bill, made a contribution to our school and temple community. Speaking of what, my great-grandparents they had not been summoned by God to build the first temple, but they created a community that united us together. My great-grandparents, time, effort, and their blood into making this temple for all of us. I am a part of this community for life, and I am thankful that I have a dark place to call my home outside of Eretz Israel. All of us should look at life as a gift and be grateful for it every day and not take it for granted. Blessed are you are the line that is healthy, Should I read this part, the Hebrew part? I don't want to read it.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'koneh Hakol, V'zocher Chastei Avot v'Imahot, U'mevi Geulah Livnei V'neihem, Lema'an Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Hozeh Umoshia Umagain, Baruch Ata Adonai, Magen Avraham, Bezrat Sarah, Ata Gibor Leolam Adonai, Mechayea Kolata, Rav Leoshia, Shibha Ruach, Umorid Hagashem, Mechalkel Chaim Bechesed, Mechaye Hako Berachamim Rabim, Somech Noflim Berofech Olim, Umatir Asurim, Umekayem Emunato, Lishene Afar, Michamocha Bagevurot, Umidomela, Melech Memit, Umechayeh, Umatzmiach Yeshua, Beneman Ata Lachayot Hakol, Baruch Ata Adonai, Mechayeh Hakol. Page 248. Nekadesh et Shimcha ba'olam, Keshem shemakdishim oto b'shmei marom, Katuv al yad nevi'echa, V'kara ze el ze ve'amar, Kadosh, 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 Adonai Tzevaot, Meloch al haaretz, Kevodo, Adir, Adirenu Adonai, Adonenu Ma'adir Shimcha, B'chol haaretz, Baruch Kevod Adonai, Mimkomo, Echad Hu Eloheinu, Hu Avinu, Hu Malkeinu, Hu Moshienu, Vehu Yashmienu, Verachamav Leinei Kol Chai. Ani Adonai Elohechem, Yimloch Adonai leolam, Elohai Yichtzion, Ledor vador. Hallelujah. Ledor vador nagid kod lecha, ולנצח נצחים קדושתך נקדיש, בשבחך אלוהינו מפינו לא ימוש לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש. Take a few moments for Tefillat Halev, silent prayer. And when you're ready, you may be seated.
Shalom, Tova uvracha, Chaim b'chesed v'rachamim aleinu, ve'yakol Yisrael ha'olam. Sim shalom, Tova uvracha, Chaim b'chesed v'rachamim aleinu, ve'yakol Yisrael ha'mecha. Aleinu, ve'yakol Yisrael ha'mecha. Aleinu, ve'yakol Yisrael ha'mecha. The prayer Sim Shalom is about peace. Peace isn't just given or handed to us. We have to earn or deserve it, and sometimes fight for it. If I was asked to tell my definition of peace, I would say peace is another word for freedom and happiness. When there is peace, no one is fighting and there are no wars. The prayer Sim Shalom is at the end of the Amidah, the silent prayer. In this prayer, Sim Shalom, we ask God to grant us inner strengths, such as peace, goodness, grace, kindness, and mercy. We wish this for us, the Jewish people, the people in Israel, and the whole world. By this blessing, we hope to become more united and make this world a better place. An example of peace between countries is when the countries aren't fighting and are not having a war, but instead they're being kind to each other. Another example of peace, but this time when people are communicating kindly with each other and not being mean and treating each other badly. Peace is something you can't buy. Today I've shared with you my definition of peace, but I'm also going to share with you what my classmate's definition is for peace. My classmate thinks that peace is a time in the world when no one fights and everyone gets along. Another classmate that has volunteered to share his definition of peace thinks that peace means to bring happiness to people, to not cause war, and to make people not argue, and to make the world a better place. If I had one wish, I would wish for peace all over the world, so that everyone would have peace. Thank you.
To Ryan and Aiden, that was fantastic. And I want to just say, Aiden, your words at the end, that you have to fight for peace. I want to quote that with your permission. You sometimes have to fight for peace. It's absolutely correct. And you know, in Judaism, there are two things which we are commanded to pursue. Only two. One is justice, and the other is peace. And you have to fight for both of them. And there's a beautiful irony there. Sometimes you have to make war for the sake of peace. Sadly, as much as we don't love it. So that was new to both of you, Ryan and to Aiden, particularly beautiful insights into the Amidah. We're also blessed to hear a Devar Torah from some of our students. To Noah, to Eli, and to David, we're going to call you up and hear some thoughts about this week's Torah portion, which is a beautiful Torah portion about peace of Jacob and Esau finally being reunited after 20 years.
In this week's Parsha, when Jacob's name changed to Yisrael, he probably felt a lot of emotions. What if he didn't like the name Yisrael because it means to wrestle with God? What if he didn't know what it represented? Rabbi Gunter Plaut says that Jacob wrestled not with God but with himself. The angel forced Jacob to re-examine his struggles, especially with his family, and not to learn how to move forward on a new path. Plaut suggests that with the new name developed a new identity and responsibility, which is quite a challenge and privilege. Fortunately, all three of us have stories about enduring a new identity throughout our lives thus far. My identity changed shortly after I was born, as my parents named me after my grandpa, who died at a very young age. He was a very meaningful person in my family's life, so it was only appropriate to name me after him to ensure his legacy lived on. We aren't entirely sure why Jacob's name became Israel, but we do know that life is a journey. And just like the angel in the dream, may we all recognize the signs in front of us and take our changing identities as ways to grow and develop our lives positively along the way.
It's very nice. And by the way, they all, Abraham and Sarah, their names changed. Think of them when you want to say, we should ask together on page 871.
מי שבירך אבותינו מקור הברכה לאמותינו, may the source of strength who blessed the ones before us help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Mi shebera imotenu mekor habracha bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen.
Stand together for the Alleluia, page 586.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא, ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו
started off with motto recognizing the beginning of the day. And then I also mentioned that there was a professor who started a class at 5 o'clock in the evening saying, did you notice the miracle that just happened, right? And the miracle was what? The sun went down. And this morning the miracle was that the sun rose. And every little miracle we appreciate. And then we conclude so beautifully a service after recognizing all those things with praising God with the most beautiful words. We thank you, God. We praise you, God. We recognize that all of this comes from you. And that's how we're going to conclude the bottom of page 643.
Shir hallelujah, shir hallelujah, Havana shira, shir hallelujah, shir hallelujah, Havana shira, shir hallelujah, shir hallelujah.